Hello, it's me again. I'm alive. And contrary to what my community post said, my voice cleared up just fine. Um, so, what have I been up to lately? Okay, so I came off that one job last month and I've just been kind of a bum. I Why is this sticky? I was supposed to work this past week, but I couldn't because I caught COVID. Finally, I evaded the bitch for damn near 3 years, and she finally got me. But interestingly enough, so they said I had because I went the day I was supposed to work. I went. I woke up like the night before. I was feeling like a tickle in my ear, and like with me, I get strep throat and like ear infections really easily. So I knew it was an ear infection. I was like, I need to get rid of it immediately because I'm not gonna be able to work with an ear infection. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, I'll just go to like an urgent care center, get a shot in the butt, and then I should be good for the rest of the week. So I go there and I start progressively. I'm sorry. I start progressively. I progressively start feeling worse as I'm there, and I'm like, oh come on, dude. And like the urgent care center was like full of people because in my area, and I'm sure it's true as with the rest of the country, it's like COVID, flu is supposed to be like kicking everyone's ass this year, as well as the kids are getting RSV. So there's like a ton of people already in this doctor's office, and I'm just there like, my ear, sorry, and I'm coughing a lot. Um, so yeah, so I go and then they I guess protocol. They're like, well, we'll test you for flu, strep, COVID. And I'm just like, all right. So I'm there, and then they test me and they come back and they're like, you came back positive. And I was like, ah, shit, that means I can't work. So immediately I text my boss and I was like, I'm so sorry. Let me find you a replacement. Because I was supposed to start working that day, like at 5 o'clock, okay? And it was noon. And I couldn't believe it because working all last week, that was like my month's salary. Like I'm still so pissed, dude. But regardless of the fact, so they gave me some antivirals crap, um, some nasal spray. Although I thought it was weird, like they didn't give me any. Well, not weird, but I was like, because it was an ear infection. She's like, well, that's a symptom of COVID, ear infections, and I was like, okay. Assuming I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get antibiotics or anything because you know it's a moist area in my ear. Perhaps an infection may occur that antibiotics may be needed, but no. So I went home, canceled from work, and I just went to bed. And then the next day, I'm like, it's getting a little bit worse, but they had given me like ibuprofen 800, and I took it. And then Wednesday, I was like, fucking, I felt fine, right? So I was like redecorating my living room because everyone was at school. I was like deep cleaning. I was moving furniture. I threw a couch out on the curb. Like I was really deep cleaning my living room to get it ready for our Christmas tree. Because I told my husband I do not want to put any Christmas stuff up in the living room unless I have deep cleaned it because my living room, if I don't deep clean it like once every 2 weeks or something, it is just absolutely disgusting. And it hadn't been deep cleaned since I had started that movie job last month. So, as you can imagine, it takes me about 8 to 10 hours to deep clean my living room properly. So, that sucked the big nut. And that was fine. Then the next day, Thursday, I guess I had overdid it, right? Of course, I was moving fucking furniture by myself. Yeah, I overdid it. So the next day I was like all in my bed, like all fucked up. And then and I'm already on day 3 of these antivirals, and my ear infection, like it's getting worse. Like my throat is absolutely painful. it hurts so much to swallow. Like I'm just like collecting spit, and I just keep spitting it out in the trash can because I don't even want to swallow it because it hurts so bad. Um, so finally, when was it? Was it Friday morning? I was like, I woke up, same. It was so painful. My ears were still hurting. And I was like, dude, because the lady at the urgent care, she gave me this nasal spray. She's like, oh, that's going to dry you out so your ear infection goes away and your cough. And I've been using the fucking spray and it wasn't working. So I was like, you know what? I think I have amoxicillin pills somewhere in my pantry. So I started digging through my pantry, and sure enough, when I had strep last year, I still had leftover amoxicillin 875s. So, hey, hey, baby girl, I have COVID. I'm just talking about my week and how the antivirals did nothing for me, and I found some amoxicillins. And immediately after taking these amoxicillins, like an hour after I took them that morning, I could feel my ears opening back up and my throat was getting less painful to swallow. I'm like, bitch, if they didn't give me a fucking false positive, oh my god, I mean, even if it was a false positive, I felt like shit the next day on well, I felt like shit Tuesday. I couldn't have worked all week anyways. Whatever this is, if they say it's COVID, whatever. But yeah, so I've been taking year old expired amoxicillin pills. I'm on day 3 now. Yesterday, I could barely talk, and listen to me today. My throat's cured, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Moxie. You've saved me. Oh, but I'm perfectly fine though, dude. Don't worry about me. The worst of it was this ear infection that they couldn't give me a shot in the ass for, which probably would have cured me that same day. But oh no, not me. No, ma'am. Just put these sprays up your nose. It'll fix your ear infection. Yeah, right. Thank you. It Moxie for the yes. Yes, I am. Um so yeah, I've just been home. They're like quarantined for 5 days. So like today was my 5th day. And like I feel great today. Again, a shout out to Moxicillin, you rock. Um, so I've just been trying to do projects. Like I've wanted free time for so long so I could like do my own projects. Finally, when I have my own free time, I'm overwhelmed by the number of choices I have and the free time. So I haven't made shit. I started on a project. I just started making a skirt, like not even realizing if I had enough material, and I didn't, so I threw the skirt away. And then I was making this Janet Jackson magazine purse, and I don't have materials to put something. It's like you make the handle and you have to put like a hard tube in it so it's sturdy. I don't have that, so therefore I cannot complete my Janet Jackson purse right now. So that I had to put that on hold. And then I'm like, maybe I want to learn how to crochet and needlepoint, and I want to embroider, and I have a loom. Like I just have so many options now. My brain exploded and I haven't done shit in here. That's what happened to me. Um but I have been watching my husband and I have been going through the entire series of Sopranos. I think we're on season 5 at this point. We watch about 1 or 2 episodes a day. And today we were watching it, and he's like, I really like some tiramisu. And I was like, because they were eating tiramisu in the episode. And I was like, fuck yeah. So we drove to Costco, and I got down with my little mask on. Dude, right? Like, what is that? I have so much crap I could make, and then I'm just like, I don't know where to start. Yeah, story of my life too. And I think what's messing me up too is like I want to make some complicated things, but I can't do it unless I have paper to make patterns. And I'm all out of gift wrapping paper. So I'm trying to like think here, what can I make that I really don't need huge pieces of paper to make patterns with, and I haven't. So that's part of my problem right now. Hi, if you're tuning in, I'm just getting over COVID. I got it. I fucking got it finally. And how have you been? Acrobe, how's Wendell? How's the family? Let me know. So yeah, since I lost my week's worth of salary this past month, I I can't buy grocery presents. The fuck? I can't buy Christmas presents. So I'm at the same thing. Like, can I make people Christmas presents? Yeah. And my brain's exploding all over again. I'm glad Wendell's good. Very good. We all love a good, healthy, happy Wendell. And my mother has been so worried. She calls me since I told her Tuesday twice a day, every day, asking me what my symptoms are, how I'm feeling. And I'm like, woman, it's just a cold. And I can talk like this. Well, who can forget? You can't forget. You can't forget. Um, Also, interesting piece of drama, gossip. In Spanish, we call it the chisme. Um, not this, was it this past week? Was it Sunday? I don't even remember. Okay, within the past week, 7 to 8 days, I had an old photographer. He moved away like years ago, like 8 9 years ago, and he's always kept in touch with me through Facebook. Last time I spoke with this man, it was about, I'm gonna say, a year ago. And oh, it's a good story, so please stick around. The time before I had spoke with him, not this last time, but the time before, I thought we were cool. Like, we would ask about each other's family, how we're doing, whatever, whatever. Um, and then he's like, well, if I ever get back in town, because he's a pilot for a airline, he's like, if I ever get back in town, maybe we want to meet up for drinks. But the way he said it was like, maybe we should meet up for drinks. Knowing damn well I'm married, he's married, whatever. And I think I said something along the lines of like, yeah, sure, me and my husband would love to come join you, you know, because I'm not about that life. So, anyways, this past time, same thing. It's been like a year. He started chatting me up. It's like, hey, how are you? How's it been? I told him what I'm doing for work now, what he's doing, blah, 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 blah. And then as the conversation goes on, it's changing from like friendly catching up to more like, oh, I remember when we used to have shoots, and it was always fun working with you. And I was like, yeah, we had good times making art and all this stuff. And then the conversation started being more like he's trying to push, like, I miss him. I miss shooting, not shooting with him, like, because he does good work, which he does, but I miss him. You know what I mean? Like, I miss you specifically. Um, so I was like, yeah, I do miss making art with you or whatever. He's like, but do you miss me? And I'm like, and then he starts telling me, like, flirting with me, like, oh, you're so sexy, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I was all, thanks. I was like, look, homie, I heard you the first time. You ain't gotta fucking say this shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucking heard you. Anyways, so he keeps doing that. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, whatever. Thanks. And then finally he goes, would you ever meet for $500? And I was like, is this dude offering me money to have sex with him for 500 bucks? And I'm like, First of all, $500, I'm insulted. Well, it's like, I was like, you've been in my house. Bitch, I make $500 a day, sir. I was like, I'll go to work. I'll make $500 a day, sir. Like, come on. Look, $500. You're gonna get a piece of my ankle, okay? Hold on, let me read this. I don't ordinarily get involved with folks' personal medical such, but fuck it, you're a YouTuber. Are you triple vax? Nah. Hold on, let me go back to that your comment because YouTube like kind of sort of banned it, and I didn't really see it because my lighting's shit in here. Um, I'm vaxxed and boosted, but that's it. What's up?
I'm gonna go pick up Dad.
What happened?
He said his feet hurt and he doesn't want to walk anymore.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. My husband went for a walk. No, I'm not a dude. You know what? I got my booster and all that shit because my jobs required me to, but like I don't know, like I just think you're gonna get it. And look at me, like I evaded it for almost 3 years with just those two, and I got it, and it wasn't that bad. Apart from I'm just a wimp when it comes to ear infections and like I can't swallow. That's what takes me out. You know what I mean? But it really was absolutely nothing besides these two things. But I'm not afraid of it. I'm a healthy person, and I've got science on my side. So, not that I'm like completely not careful about things. You know, I have my grandma, and I was supposed to go work with her today and tomorrow, but I told them like I have COVID. Like I don't even want to see her till next week. Like what I like as long as like I'm 100%, then I'll go see her. But this sounding, I'm not 100%. So I was like, I'm not gonna go near my grandmother. But back to being accosted for money. So he offered me so bad, so and I knew this was like, if a man, like a grown, like this man's old enough to be my father, okay? So like a man is old enough to be like my father, basically. And like I thought we were cool because we used to do a lot of photo shoots together. He never creeped me out in person. He was always so professional and normal. That's why like I kept him on my Facebook all these years because he's been normal except for a few other times when I was kind of like, I'm not so sure about what you're saying. So yeah, I'll meet up with you for drinks with my husband. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to have shit. I was like, do you even know what I look like now? I'm 9 years older than when you last saw me. Like I look like I'm at death's door, sir. And then you want to have like fucking $500 so you can touch this? No, no, sir. So I told him, I was like, look, man, I go, what the fuck, bro? I was like, take your $500 and go get something decent for your wife. And I just fucking blocked him on like all the social media, except for maybe YouTube. I don't know if he follows me on YouTube, but I mean, Gary, if you watch this, go fuck yourself. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was so funny. First of all, I got my first dick pic about 2 years ago. Okay? About 2 years ago. Okay, maybe 3 years ago. And I have yet to receive another one. That doesn't mean send me one, people. I don't want to see them. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of being safe from the weird perverts of the internet, I have been in such a safe bubble this whole time, okay? Well, if they want, they can touch my ankle for $500, but you're not gonna get to lay with me and hear me snore or whatever the fuck for $500. And I told my friend about this, and then like he sent me a picture of or the trailer of the movie Indecent Proposal with Demi Moore and Robert Redford, and I was like, well, it's funny. Even then, what, $1,000,000? What is that gonna buy me? Like a house these days? A house? And maybe the first year's property taxes? Like, no, please. But I thought that was like, no, it would never be you. You're too much of a gentleman, sir. But I thought that was funny. So I have screenshots of that, and I have screenshots of the time before when he wanted to, you know, ever catch up and meet up for drinks. So yeah, I'll hang on to those. Because like, yeah, like I do not, and it's so weird too, because I was telling my friend, I was like, the time before I spoke to this man, the time before I spoke with that man, like I said, it had been like a year or more. And then it's like he's had some delusion in his head this whole time. And then he just couldn't help himself one day. And then he started chatting me up. And then finally, like I said, it went from normal friendly chatter to like heavy, heavy flirting with me, where it's like, oh, it's only one ended. Like I'm not responding back, I guess, the way he wants me to just flat out asking me if I would accept $500 to sleep with him. It's like you went from 0 to 60. Like, damn, dude. It was just so weird. But where's my water? Oh, there it is. Like I had a glass of water. So yeah, that happened this week. I've also been losing weight. I've been on that shit that everyone is doing right now. Look, I'm just gonna tell you, look, science is on my side this month. Okay, just science is good. I'm on a shot called Monjaro. Um, it's like that Ozempic shit, Trulicity, all those like weight loss diabetic shots that they're giving people to lose weight now. So I got on it from the doctor that's managing my hormone therapy, and well, it's been working. I've lost like 7 pounds, and yeah. So when it's really helping me control like my holiday weight. Like for sure, I've lost weight, not just controlled my holiday weight, but I've lost weight. And then of course, having COVID, I haven't really wanted to eat much, and I didn't lose my sense of smell or taste either. Just the only thing that fucked me up was like those packs. What are those pills they gave me? Paxadil or something. It's like a 3 pack of pills that they make you take. They taste so gross. They like tainted the way my food tastes into like half the day, and I would like try and scrub it off my tongue. Oh, that tasted so fucking nasty. But other than that, like I've been fine. So I've been on that shot. Um, I also guess I could tell you what else. What else has been happening? I'm just glad I took those moxicillin pills, dude, because I would not have still been able to have spoken today. Like I can guarantee you, if I didn't find those fucking pills, I would not be able to speak right now. So what's new with you? What are you doing? And I'm so glad you could join the live, because every time I finish the live, you're like, damn it, I missed it. Like, I don't know what's up with YouTube. YouTube hates me. It's because this is the worst channel. That's why they don't want to promote my shit. That's why. I am working at the end of the month though, but that's like whatever money. It's like on New Year's Eve. Like, I don't know. Did I have one more thing to say? I don't remember. I don't think I did. No, I think that's it. I think that's all I have. Um, other, I mean, it's been a wild week. It's okay. I just had to come and tell someone this story. Monjaro, hookers, COVID. My week's been pretty interesting. I'll tell you that. uh, my lungs do kind of feel like sore, but I'm not really coughing a lot that would constitute sore lungs. So I'm kind of like, perhaps it is COVID, but I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. What else? I think that's it. I've just been checking to see if anything has come out about that movie I'm working on, if there's like an IMDb page or something. I don't they no Instagram page for it. I'm just thank you so much. Are you triple vaxxed and all that shit from the new variants? Well, you know what? And I don't do it either too, dude, because I'm like a roach. Like, you can't kill me, dog. Like, I'm, I'm like Cher. I'll fucking survive anything. Like, I'm a fucking roach. Although I will say my mother told my grandmother that I had COVID, and she is so worried. She thinks I'm in the hospital. She thinks I'm going to die. And I was like, earlier this morning, I was trying to talk to her. This was before I took my other amoxicillin for the morning, and I was like, "Grandma, I'm fine." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm fine." Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, and if I get another job and they require me to get another third boost, I mean, I'll do it for the money. I'm a whore in that sense. Like, oh, you need me to get my third booster for this job? Sure, I'll do it. That's the only time I'll do another one. But like I said, I'm a roach. You can't kill me. You can't get in these pants for 500 bucks. You're gonna get my ankle, and that's about it. Oh my gosh, God, it's almost 9 o'clock. Oh, well, I don't know. I guess I'll leave everyone be. It was nice talking to you. I do smell my coffee's ready. We bought that tiramisu, and then we're gonna watch another episode of Sopranos because it apparently triggers like a sweet tooth in us. We want tiramisu and cannolis. I mean, how can you blame me? It's delicious. But I will if anyone hasn't checked out my latest video about the disgusting Jello recipes, I implore you to go check it out. I have timestamps on it if you'd like to just skip the whole recipe making process and see it when I actually gag the jelly out of my mouth at the tasting at my Thanksgiving with my family. Please do. It's a lot of fun. It was really gross, but it was a lot of fun to make. And my family was trying to be really nice and supportive, as if I had made something wonderful, knowing that I knowing that it was pure shit. And they're like, "Oh, it's so wonderful. It's beautiful, Sarah. We'd love to try it." But if you haven't seen it, it's a great video. Um, I have some other videos. I keep talking about that one mall video. I was talking to these people right when I started that movie job, and then I got so consumed by work, like, it was so hard to just even send an email that wasn't pertaining to work, and it's really hard to try and make someone that wasn't working as much as I was understand, like, how hard it was just to make your mind shift to something that was not work on that was hey, that wasn't work related. So they were like, "Come by, pay for it." And of course, I never had the time to come by and pay for it. But and then they had tagged some people, and then I got back on the email and I was just like, "Hey, I don't remember if I have to pay first, or you let me know how many pictures you were able to find so that way I know how much money to bring." And that was the last email, and they never responded to me. So when I get some money, I need to go down there in person, which since this job has been over, I'm like broke now. I paid my property taxes, put money aside in savings to pay for my income taxes because I probably won't get money back. And yeah, so now I'm broke. And then I really am broke now because, like I said, I lost my month's salary this past week because I got sick and couldn't work again. So whenever that video comes, it's going to come. I've really been trying my best to get in touch with these historical people, but I'm probably going to have to just and the holidays. Then it was the holidays too around that time, and now it's the holidays again. So it's going to be hard probably find someone in the office. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait till January. Who the hell knows? I just know I need to make more content. And it is coming. Just please stay tuned. But everyone, have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to go eat my tiramisu, and I'll talk with you guys later. Bye, Akafo. Bye, everybody.